Good afternoon. This is Eric Meeks. I'm showing you a house up in Silver Spur Ranch area in South Palm Desert. I gotta tell you, when I first saw this house, I was not a fan. Okay, it's a very dated home. It was built in 1961. It's a larger home. It doesn't have really the newer modern desert landscaping to it. It's just very sparsely done on the landscaping, kind of with an older style of rock. But then when I walked through it, I grew to like it. It has the elements that I enjoy in a home, which is large rooms and a real vintage feel to it. And the way this home is laid out and how it sits on the land and the amount of space it has in the backyard, I was impressed. So it's kind of like somebody who prefers to drive a vintage automobile. You know, it will always be a 1949 Studebaker. It will always be a 1958 Corvette. It will always be a 1965 Camaro. Well, this is a 1961 rancher estate up in the highest parts of Silver Spur Ranch in Palm Desert. This house was here when this land was subdivided, I believed. It's the sort of property that the rest of the development was built around. I can't remember the amount of land it sits on, but it's probably in the half-acre range. I'll look when I get in the kitchen. I pick up my paper. Let's do a quick pan of the neighborhood. It's a very nice neighborhood. You're going to spend about $120 a year for your HOAs up here. That's only about $10 a month. And mainly, you see this median strip here? That's what you get. There's your $10. Actually, you get a little more than that. There's a entryway into the neighborhood. There's a roundabout in the middle of the neighborhood. There's probably some other small pieces of property that's maintained by the HOA. But it ain't a whole lot. But then your HOA is not a whole lot. Things I didn't like. I don't like the 1970s stucco. I'll tell you. I wish that had never been done to the home. It has. I like the vintage stacked rock that's done here around the fireplace. I like the wood planking, okay, around the windows. I like the large windows that are done, and the windows are still vintage. I know a lot of people say, oh, well, we got to trade out those windows. To me, I like these old windows. These are quality windows that were installed when this house was brand new, and they are still in excellent condition. I would bet the glass has been changed out and the frames kept. Man, they really give an open feeling to it. You see, like down there, I see some of the pipes sticking out from the kitchen down there and the plumbing and stuff like that. That's not pretty by most people's today's standards, but it's very accessible, okay? And if you have to get it worked on, it's good to do. I like the front door. I like this kind of, what would you call that? Kind of a corrugated look, okay, with the little windows on each side, okay. I think they did a good job painting the front door red, and that's probably a newer front door. But even the handles and the locks that are done here are done in a style that would have been here when the home was new. Now, as I came inside, this is where I started really getting impressed. I like these, I don't think they're quite 2 feet, but I bet they're like 18-inch. Some sort of tile on the floor. Oh, hey, how you doing? Nice to see you. I like this kind of indoor-outdoor room that's over here. By the way, it's a screened-in porch is what it is. I don't know if you can see that. You got some extra hanging screens out there on the back. When we go outside and see the pool, it's going to be even better than what you can see there. It's a very large kidney-shaped pool, well situated in the backyard. Let's go into the living room. Okay, this is where it really came. The great big, these are kind of like 6-inch by 18-inch beams. Okay, that kind of run through the middle of the house. You can see they're held up by these metal poles. Okay, in the middle here. The kitchen off in the area there, just open enough so it's like you can entertain from the kitchen and be a part of everything. The living room is a large living room. I like how they did the tile on the fireplace. That's obviously something newer, okay, than what was originally done. I believe the stacked stone, okay, that they have in there, the place stone, that's all original around there. The fireplace that now has a much shinier, similar to the floor, okay, type of tile, and what's running up there on the backsplash of the fireplace of it. It really ties in together, and it keeps with the original color scheme. I bet this home has had this sort of color scheme for a while. It's in there. I like the vintage stereo. I'll tell you, I'm a stereo guy. I like that. But large rooms, okay? You got a sunk-in living room, so you do have that 5 or 6 inches coming down there. You got a separate dining room table area. Now, they just put a 4-top in there, but I'll tell you, that's big enough for 6 to 8 people. You can have it in there. You've got some recessed lighting up here. Actually, that's recessed lighting. This is, I don't know what you call that kind of lighting. But it's an indirect lighting source. It's done to splash onto the wall. Good views again. This whole house, you have views on both sides, looking out towards the front and looking towards the back. It's a very open kind of glass house kind of feeling. The kitchen has been modernized. Okay, I believe the countertop is the newest element in here. It's a electric oven, a 4-burner gas stove. The stove looks newer, okay, than some of the other pieces in here. A microwave hood fan, a dishwasher. But I like the countertops that's done in here with kind of the same sort of glossy tile. That's not exactly the same, but a similar style as what's on the fireplace. I like the sink. I like the faucet. I always enjoy these. Okay. Cabinets to me seem to be a little bit older, but they're obviously a very high quality cabinet. Okay, so I can understand why they were not changed out. They're real wood. Okay, they're nice quality, no need to change them out. Okay, the tile has continued here throughout the entire kitchen. The refrigerator is nothing impressive. It's just an Amana refrigerator, okay, but of normal size. There, I could see somebody taking all of those cabinets out and putting in a Sub-Zero in this quality of house. By the way, this house is $689,000. I forgot to mention that. Now, here is where a funky floor plan comes in, but a highly useful funky floor plan. Okay, we go in here, a little bit older style of tile that's in here. I believe at one time this was probably a garage. Okay, over here, at least a patio, a carport, I should say. Now it's kind of like a casita, what we would call a grandma suite. You got a toilet down there with a sink. The washer and dryer put into here, so that's kind of become the laundry room. Over here, this one I had to discover. I thought I was going to have a hot water heater, and instead I had a kind of pantry area that had been converted for another refrigerator. Step down again. Kind of got a living room here, a little bit of a den sort of feel in it. Hey, good to see you again. Then over here we got like a dinette set with somebody's workspace. This could be a very nice office suite, grandma suite, teenager suite, something along that lines. Oh, and it even has its own entry and exit. That goes out to the pool area. But out here, there's a gate off to the side. So if you had somebody who wanted their own access to the property, they could. Another glimpse of the backyard. You're going to love the backyard when you go out there. I think it's I just really like the home. I know most of my clients want it all fixed up, or they want it to be a total tear down and redo, in which case they want it so cheap. And this is one of those that's in between. If this was all redone, we'd probably be $1 million on it. This kind of square footage so high up in the neighborhood, it would be. They're almost $700,000 on it. If I didn't have such a nice home already, I'd be saying to my wife, I think I found the next place I want to move. Because I like these older styles of homes. This is a large bedroom. That is a king-size bed. We still got a couple of feet over here, but look at the amount of space we got on that side. That's probably 7 or 8 feet. Okay, we got room for a desk there. That looks like kind of a architect style of desk. And we got a lot of room through here. We got 6 feet of closet doors. It's probably about 7 feet on the inside there. Got a really good looking guy here showing us the place. Nice sized bedroom. Still got popcorn on the ceilings. Okay, but carpeting in this room, probably the least impressive of any of the carpeting I've seen. Here we go. That good looking guy is following us around all over. Bathroom, dated. I'll tell you, those cabinets are older cabinets. They're nothing special. That tile sink, newer, but probably not in the last 5 years. Older style of sink, although, yeah, probably done about the same time they did the tile. Got a toilet over here. We got another door that goes out. Oh, that top bolt is a little hard. I'm sure that goes out to the pool area again. We've got a big shower. Okay, this has been more newly tiled. Okay, somebody has redone this probably when they did all the flooring through the house. It all seems to be of about the same age. Totally glass enclosed. I like that bathroom, especially that shower. Here we got another guest bedroom, queen size bed. Okay, putting here at an angle, still a lot of room in this room. Good size windows, excellent light coming in. You're getting peekaboo views of the mountains off in the distance around South Palm Desert.